All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. I want to talk today about some reasons I am doing what I am doing and why you should be doing what you are doing, and the address of the people that come in and give you the "you're such a doomer, nothing is wrong," or it's not that bad kind of comment. So let's just address, the elephant in the room. When you look at everything going around from, everything, the weather, the financials, the state of the geopolitical world, everything, it's not normal. It's just not normal. And I know things aren't going to be perfect, but I also know that seeing article after article about dollar collapse and the international system restructuring to whatever that looks like, and I'm sure it won't be good, because of things that the dollar is doing and being used as a cudgel to whip places like Iran into financial shape by sanctioning them. Stuff like that was never really done in the ways. There have been elements of it, but the idea was that we don't do this because it is an international monetary unit that everybody uses, or at least used to be. And now it's being used in ways that are eroding trust. And why is that? And that's because the geopolitical scape has devolved in a way. Let me give you an idea. Blue and White Star Country in the Middle East and us have been friends since its inception. Now they're talking about doing things to basically break away and not be so dependent. But when you looked, one of the stats I put out in the crisis report a few days ago was that if the defense industry of Israel, there I said it, whatever, isn't there, then the economy is screwed. The economy is now completely beholden to the defense industry. That's not good. That's not normal. What do you think? What do you need to do to keep your industry going? You got to keep the war industry going. You got to keep the war going. And of course, they're saying we need to strike and do things now, but we all know what that's going to look like. That's not going to be all cut and dry. Anybody thinking that we're going to get the Venezuela version of things is wrong. So for that, we're prepping. We're doing things. My biggest mistake in this whole transition from over the border to here, from the great Republic of Marylandistan, is that it happened in the dead of winter. I've been here for years. I've never seen snow on the ground for as long as it's been. If I said, what is the worst, coldest winter in 20 years to do this, this is the one. But I have to do it. We had to do it. So we'll be dealing with that on the backside, but we're making moves. We're doing things to secure ourselves, and the snow will eventually melt, one would hope. The snow will melt. The earth will warm up at some point. And we'll be kicking on all cylinders. So Plus, this is the busiest part of our year with all the sports and the school and everything else. So the fact that we were even able to do all this is kind of miraculous on its own. So, but I don't like, think of the power bill. That's what I'm worried about, the power bill, right? I saw a video where it literally was person after person. My bill's $500, $700, $900, $1,200, $1,300 bill. And that's coming. And why is that? I mean, $1,300 used to be what you did in the year. Not anymore. Why? Because you're basically subsidizing data centers. They're going to sit there and hold every single word that you've ever said against you in the court of public opinion so they can whip you into shape. Saw another interesting thing yesterday. The most vocal people about shutting things down on social media in the European Union are the four guys with the worst, lowest opinion approvals. Macron, Merz, Sanchez, and oh God, I forget the fourth one, but whatever. They are. Oh, and Starmer of UK. Loathed. Starmer's about to have his. They're all there. Starmer and Macron are about to have their governments collapse, but in European style, we'll have to go to new elections. The parliamentary system is. I'm just glad we don't have it here. And then you look at what happened in Japan. Japan just reversed its whole government. Why? Because they know what's going on. They want to lock, down the country and make it so it's the people that they know that are there. And also just get their country ready for potential conflict. Take the JDF, Japanese Defense Force, and turn it into something that's more of a defensive force. Because they know it's all on the horizon. Everybody knows all this crap is on the horizon. I guess that's the problem. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that all this is coming, and every day you put this out, and you're like, hey, make sure you're ready for this. And if you want ideas on what to do, I'm going to be peppering those in. I've just been in a very strange time. I still plan on my interview series coming. I just got internet. I got into the internet box 3 days ago. I haven't had the time to sit there and call them and sit down and be like, please set up my internet, do an internet test, do this, do that, because I just don't have the time. So we're going to fix that and get that going too. I digress. Things in the world are screwed up. There's not normal about what all this is on any way you want to look at it. So when people come here and they're like, dude, you're such a doomer. No. I'm trying to motivate you. That sitting back and going, you know what, we'll get the next one, or well, it's not that bad. Yeah, it is. And the problem is that this is getting towards downtime, the end, when you can actually do things to affect it. Because we're almost to the point where we're going to be beyond. And at that point, you'll just have to deal with what you deal with. I always hear about things going on in some other country, some disaster, and they'll pan to all the people that are going to the grocery store or trying to deal with the madness and get supplies. And, SHTF is stressful enough to have to sit there and worry about getting essentials as all of that is going on. I mean, that's got to be the worst thing in the world. But yet, probably 4 out of 5 people, that's what they have to do. That's what they do. So, all I'm really saying is, I wish I could come out here with sunshine and rainbows, but you need to be doing things to get yourself ready. I mean, one of my favorite stories is a friend of mine. You know him on here, but I won't out him. He lost his job in 2008. And he says prep's got him through. I mean, that's what it's about. And a whole bunch of those financial numbers are starting to look real 2080. As in 2008. 2008, you get the point. So, keep doing the things, folks, okay? Don't stop. Don't sit there and think that, you know, all these issues are going to go away, because they're not. We're gonna have a lot of things to deal with here, and it's only going to get more. So, we are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We appreciate you being here. There are links in the description. Sorry about my super busy weekend, but you know what? It is what it is. So, life goes on. That's the other thing. Don't get all down on yourselves or stop doing basic life stuff. You got to keep doing that too. Okay? All right, friends. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.